And we're back in zone 1, back to Tuesday. No knock at the door, however. Results have just come in, and there I am, back in zone 1. Now, I'm really glad that I had another look at it, another think about it, looked at his eyes again, this fella on the right, and revamped my cross. Because if you remember, I was much further to the right and much higher. And then on Saturday, I thought, oh, crikey, I've gone too high there and too far to the right. So I went, I moved it by hundreds of pixels across, and our average was higher and further to the right than mine. But I did say Saturday I was going to go further to the left and a bit lower, and I'm glad I did. Although it would have been nicer if I'd gone a little bit lower. But pleased with that. Brilliant judging, best judging they've ever done. Actually, I've got no idea because I haven't seen the judging yet. The judging might have been absolutely atrocious. I might be happy with where the winning cross ended up, but the judging might have been terrible. But yes, yeah, I'm quite happy with the outcome, shall we say. So I got 100% of my dosh back, and they gave me 50p this morning randomly for something. Update on the missing free competition tickets. Still haven't had them. It's been over a week now. I sent an email yesterday saying it's been over a week now. Can I have an update on these 4 tickets that are missing? Nothing, no reply. So I replied to that one again today and said, just because you're ignoring my emails, it's not going to go away. I mean, in fairness, it was probably 4 or 5 pence tickets for a Renault, which is all of like 20p's worth. But it's the principle. You know what I mean, guys. I just want them extra 4 tickets. But they haven't been able to sort it, and the fact that they're now not responding to my emails, yeah, that's just poor business, isn't it? That's a poor show, that. What else can I say? I mean, the thing is, they'd be better off, right, shutting me up with £1 worth of credit, because I'm sure the value of the tickets was only 20p, and they can give away, as many as they want. If they got 1 car to give away, they can give away 100 million tickets. It doesn't matter. It's still only costed them the price of 1 car. But there we are. I'm more annoyed that they just seem to think it's going to go away now. Let's just ignore his emails and then it'll go away. Yeah, it's not. You'll just get an email every day now. Every day until I get on your nerves. So anyway, enough of that. Let's have a look at the judging and see whether it was good or atrocious. What a huge spread from the judges. Good grief. Though, to be fair, I don't think I can say too much about it because the general opinion last week was, well, nobody really liked this picture. It could be anywhere. We would expect a big spread. So if you've done well on this picture, well, you've done well. Because, I mean, just look at these judging here. We got one all the way up there. We've got one down here on the left. I mean, they're hundreds of pixels apart, as is the one on the left and on the right. Huge area this week. Absolutely, it's got to be 600-700 pixels between some of these. But that's the difference, isn't it? I mean, that's how different people interpret it. Was anyone actually anywhere near the winning cross? No, not particularly. No, they all. The difference in where they thought it is bonkers. But anyway, let's. Is that? No, sorry. Just muttering to myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, I can see the 8 crosses now. Right. Are they going to take any out? Undoubtedly, they'll take this top one out up here. As for the others, I just don't know. Probably not. Let me skim to the end, see if they took any out. No, they didn't. That's unusual. They've left every one of them in. I'm surprised at that. I thought, if anything, they would have taken that top one out up there, as it's so far away from the others. But then they're all so far away from each other, aren't they? If you look on there's only 2 that are actually close together. And they more or less did what I did last week when I looked at his eyes incorrectly. I thought he was looking really, really steep, so I went up in his direction. They still didn't make a lot of sense really because he's looking higher than those. So I had gone up here somewhere with my first one, and then on Saturday it came right down here. And there we are. Anyway, that's enough of that. This week's picture, let's have a look at it. So here's my first one for this week. Let me draw some lines in quickly then. Why have I gone there? Well, I looked at this guy on the right and I started with him first and I thought, you know what? This is a bit of a tricky one because if you look at his eyes, he looks as though he's looking slightly down. If you look at the angle of his head and that his eyebrows are raised up a bit, it looks as though he's looking slightly up. So I'll go in the middle on the assumption that some of the judges will be going higher and some of them will go lower. So I'll do that. So I drew some lines across there and I thought, okay, now how far along that line shall I put my cross? So I looked at this guy that's getting dragged about and I thought, well, his head is turning slightly to the left, but his eyes are ever so slightly turning to the right. So if that's the case, my first cross of the week, I've gone that sort of area there. I don't know if that's particularly good or not. I'll carry on looking throughout the week, and I'll have a look on Saturday when you guys have left a coordinate to see what you guys think. But because it helped me out a lot last week, obviously, I ended up in zone 1, and I wouldn't have been anywhere near it if it wasn't for you guys. But yes, so that's what I am to start off the week. That's 15591270. So let me know you got on, everyone, and leave a coordinate for Saturday, so we can all see how everybody else sees this picture. Revcomps then, what have I got? Hardly anything. I've got one for Thursday's draw on this Porsche or 70 grand cash. I'll be taking the cash. Nothing else on there really appealed to me. Next Monday, because I added some more last night for next Monday. Nothing really appealed to me again there. I mean, the camper's nice, but I'm cutting back, so I just went for one on this Aston Martin. 100 grand cash alternative. But it's 50,000 tickets, so near enough. So I thought, oh no, I'm not bothered. And the vehicle auto draws have gone out the window. They've stopped doing them altogether now. So, and they were the ones I liked. They were cheaper cars, cheaper tickets. So I've only got one ticket on 2 separate cars. That's all I've got. If I look, I haven't got much on the other sides either, actually. I've got one on Jackson that I bought last week. I've already mentioned this, I think. That's right, yeah, I've already talked about this because I said I was going to throw out that that camp rubber ring that had to go. But yeah, that's getting drawn on Sunday. And then on this Friday, I got some on this 2024 Volkswagen camper van and a Volkswagen Tiguan plus 10,000 cash or cash alternative of £80,000. But that's all I've got really. So what am I on altogether? About 4 vehicles, I think, plus whatever I do on BOTB this week. And the Thunderball, of course. That's the only one I'm doing lately. I've cut down on that as well. I'm just doing the Thunderball because £500,000 is plenty. Plenty! No need for more than that. I can have a wonderful time on £500,000. Mind you, I'd spend most of it on tickets. So that's it for me, guys. Let me know you got on. Leave a coordinate now for Saturday so we can see what you guys are thinking. Enjoy the rest of your week then, everyone, and good luck.